Hi everyone, how are you doing? I hope you're doing very fine. I'm also doing fine, as you can see. So if you're new here, you're very much welcome. If you're my old subscriber, you're always welcome, you know that. And if you're just passing by and you decided to watch my video, please don't forget to hit the red button, subscribe, and also the bell, so every time I upload a new video, you get a notification that I have a new video on this channel of mine. So guys, with no further ado, today we are going to talk about girl child in Africa or in other places and the struggles that girl child go through. We were once young girls and now we're women. So I think it's high time we insist or we talk about the struggles and the things that girl child go through in Africa or in other places. So guys, I'm going to put some points across, and if you have any point that you like to add on the conversation that we are going to have, please don't be shy to just write it on the comment section and we can read it and we can also know what's your opinion and everything. Okay, so guys, with no further ado, let me just start. I feel like I was, let me start by telling you something that I watched. I actually watched that video here on YouTube, and the lady, the YouTube channel, the lady was called, so guys, like I was saying, the name of the channel of this lady is Calling Dating Site, and she's here on YouTube, and she does talk video and a lot of topics that she do on her channel. And I think, if I'm not wrong, she's a Nigerian woman, if I'm not wrong, and she live here in Europe, one of the European countries. I didn't investigate that because I was just interested in the topic that she was talking. Actually, I was just on YouTube and their YouTube recommended me to her YouTube channel, and when I saw the title of her video, I was intrigued to watch, you know. And the title of the video was "My Husband Impregnated My First Daughter." So I was like, how? You know, it sounds as sad as it sounds and as unreal as it sounds. I wanted to know, you know. So I clicked the video, and I listened to her story because she was live on YouTube. And also there were her subscribers, and they were calling the people who have same experience and even different experience, the ladies who have different experience, the men who have have seen such things were calling. So it was a long video. Yeah, it was a long video. So if you want to watch that video, her channel name is Dating Site, and the headline of that video is "My Husband Impregnated my first daughter." So it was a story. She was telling a story about her friends who live in Germany. Yeah. And this friend of hers is from Kenya, is a lady from Kenya, and she's married to either it's a Cameroon, I don't remember very well, but it's a Cameroon or Congo. It's either Cameroon or a Congo guy who is married to this Kenyan lady. And this Kenyan lady, she had a daughter. She had a 12 years daughter, but her daughter was still living in Kenya. So when she came to Germany, she lived in Germany for some time. That I think where she met her husband, that Congo guy in German. And then with time, she managed to go and bring her daughter from Kenya so they can live in Germany together. So when her daughter came to Germany, she was like 12 years old, yeah? And she came to live with her mother and her stepdad. But then her stepdad started like started molesting her, and for 2 years, because by the time she was getting pregnant, she was she was 14 years old, and she started to be sick. Yeah, she started to be sick, and when she goes to school, that's when they discovered that she was pregnant, and they called the mother, and she said, and she was asked who was responsible of the pregnancy, and she said it was her stepfather. Boo. Like, where is your head when you impregnated that young kid? I don't know. But 2 years, the woman, the mother, didn't realize that there was something that was not right. And those 2 years, a young girl, your daughter, didn't say anything to her mother. I really try to understand between those, I don't want to judge, but I am trying very hard to understand. And that's why I tell mothers, if you have a daughter, have a close relationship with your daughter. Please, teach your daughter to trust you. Teach your daughter that whenever anything, she can talk to you about anything. Don't just assume that everything is okay. Don't just let your daughter be there because she's your daughter. Please try to have that close relationship with your daughter. So when something goes wrong, when something is not right, she will have the confidence. She will have the confidence to come and talk to you. I have a daughter, and I try my best. I ask her, is everything okay? Did something happen today or anything, even in school? And I ask her. As she's growing up, I want her to know that she's my best friend. I'm her best friend. I'm her shoulder to lean on. And to be truthful with you, to be frank with you, as an African woman, most of African women, we don't care about our daughters. We don't sit down and talk to our daughters. As bad as it is the truth. I know some people will say, oh no, you're not saying what this, but it's the truth. You let your daughter, you just leave your daughter just like that. You give birth. I saw myself, there was a time I did a video, but I didn't upload it. There was a topic that was going on online that I saw in a certain group. There was a very 6 years old little girl that I saw. Her mother sent her to the shops at like 5:30 in the morning. And she has her brother, a young brother, some months, on her back, walking on the street. And at 5:30, nobody is there. And the woman that took a picture, she took a picture, but she didn't show the face. She just put on the video. And she said, please, women, treat your daughters nice. If out here, they're sick people, why should you let your daughter, with her brother on her back, at 5:30 o'clock in the morning, she's going to shops? There are perverts out here. There are sick men out here. You leave your daughter to go outside with her brother on her back. The comments were unbelievable from African women. From Kenyan women it was unbelievable. Everybody was saying, I started when I was 5 years. What is the problem? What is the case? She has to. And that's how she grows. And I'm sitting there like, what? You were 5 years when you carried your brother on your back. And you were going in the morning to the shop. Then there were those times. 40 years, 30 years ago. The world was not like today. So you want to do what your parents did to you, to your daughter. Forgetting that the world is changing. The world is coming sicker and sicker. It's becoming sicker and sicker. Every time you go to that, you're always the voice that you talk with your daughters is all, the daughter is even afraid of you. They're afraid to tell you things. Your daughters are being molested out here with family members, with people. They can't tell you because they're afraid. They are afraid to say because of your reaction. You're not friendly with your daughters. You don't bring your daughters close. You're busy with some I don't know what you're busy with. For 2 years, that woman didn't realize that her husband was molesting her daughter. Because at 12 until 14, 2 good years, she didn't notice, she didn't know anything. And the daughter also didn't know anything. Now I hear on the video they're saying the daughter was dressing naked, was dressing that, was so... I don't think so. We as African people, I will insert some photos. Even now we have African countries that people are still walking naked. Do you want to tell me those people in those villages and those men, they're not men. They don't have feelings. Only these ones that are here have feelings. You want to tell me those men in the village where women are still, even in African countries, until now we speak, the Zulus, they walk with their titties out. They only cover up down here. You want to tell me the men that are seeing them has no feelings? Their feelings are intact. I don't know. Only the people that wear clothes, the people that are in town have feelings. The men have feelings. So whenever she wears a short thing, the man in the house will get their feelings burst. But the men in the village, because in Africa, until now, like we speak now, there are men, there are people, women who still walk naked. They only cover a little bit of the down here. Their titties, their everything. I will insert pictures here in this video. So the excuse of she was dressing this, she was dressing that is not an excuse. If someone is a pervert, is a pervert. That is not an excuse. That is a very fake excuse. And it hurts me. It pains me when people excuse dressing with you just why were you dressed like that? A lot of women in Africa, a lot of young girls are being molested. Just because she was wearing a trouser with a t-shirt, why were you dressed like that? Eh? It's your fault. It's your fault. That's why you were raped. That's why you're this. That's why you're that. Everything is their fault. When they don't talk, they keep quiet. And they keep on being molested. They keep being molested. They keep being molested. When they get pregnant, they're the same people who are being the same. We blame them. We blame them. We don't even care who gave. We blame the little girls. We blame the young girls. You say she was the one who got herself pregnant. You send a 6-year-old at 5:30 because you were sent long time ago, 40 years, 35 years, 30 years ago. And then when she come to tell you, it's her fault. Our society need to do something about that. I was listening to story. I listened to one lady. She said she was living with her auntie and her husband's auntie, because she called on that live video. And her husband of her auntie husband used to buy her everything she want, even things that her auntie didn't have. But the aunties didn't see anything. And the minute she told her auntie, when the uncle, the husband of the auntie started going to her room and touching her at night, she wasn't comfortable. She was very uncomfortable. And she decided to go and talk to her auntie. And guess what? Her auntie said there's no way her husband can do that. And what did she do? She chased the young girl away. And the young girl was an orphan. She didn't have parents. What is that? Why don't you investigate? If you think it's not right, just tell your niece, you know what? You just keep quiet. Next time when he comes, what time does he come? Investigate. Then know who is lying and who is not lying. Investigate. And you know, when we don't investigate, and we all the time we blame the girl child, we blame our young girls, we blame they become that's the minute they go astray. Everything, they don't care anymore, because nobody listens to them. Even if they come to tell you, nobody listens to them. They go astray. Okay, I will do it. If nobody is listening to me, then okay, I will do it. Then they even do worse. I was reading some post, a very young girl saying she has a old man, and the old man is married, and of course he's married, he has a wife, and the wife is twice her age. So she wanted to go. She was asking what to do, because the wife was telling her to stay away from her husband. And she's asking, proudly, and there's this woman that I'm dating, the husband, and she's twice my age, and she's telling me to leave her husband. What should I do to her? Twice her age. Which means if that woman is 50, she's 25. Are these young men for today that bad? That you have to go and fight with somebody almost age mate of your mother because of a husband? The husband who is age mate of your father. That's how they go astray, because we don't listen to them. They say, if it's bad, it's bad, then I'm gonna do it. That's how they go astray. We blame them for everything. When they get raped, we blame them. They talk, we blame them. They get pregnant, out of that being molested, we blame them. We don't listen to our daughters as mothers. We don't listen to our daughters. We don't give them advice. We don't give them that love. You give birth to your daughter. You want to treat her the way you were being treated 40 years ago. Forgetting that the world now has changed. The world has changed. The world is becoming sicker and sicker and sicker. You let your 6-year-old kid with her brother on her back, who is months, to go out in the morning 5:30, where even you can see that there's few people walking. If you find a bad person, the brother plus the sister, what do you think? Please, mothers, please, African mothers, stop it. African women, let's take care of our kids. Let's take care of our daughters. Our daughters are going astray. The daughter of this woman didn't even think like, this is bad. This is bad. Why don't I tell my mother? Let me talk to my mom. This is not right. She was enjoying everything that was coming with that. She take the presents. She's being lured with the presents and shoppings. And you as a mother, you're just sitting there. Yeah, it's the father. Yeah, the stepfather loves my daughter so much. So you just let him... You don't ask, why is he buying you this? Why is he buying you that? Where did you go? And even when the time, all those 2 years, when he was doing all those stuff that he was doing, where were you as a mother? You were at home. You never even bothered. You never even had anything. You never even suspected your daughter. It's very bad. As women, as mothers, please, let's take care of our daughters. Let's take care of our daughters. The world is becoming sick and sicker and sick. Let's talk to our daughters and these girls of nowadays. But sometimes, because when I hear the stories about when there's a lot of, you can go and watch that, because it was like 1 hour or something, a conversation, a live video. You will wonder. It's so sad. Some women come with so sad. Even your own sister doesn't believe you. Even your own, I don't know what. Eh? You be out here doing things. Oh my goodness. Seriously? Anyway, so let's talk about it. Let's educate our girls. Even about, I was hearing someone say, oh, it's 12 years old is too young to discuss sex or sex or anything with them. I don't think so. I don't think so. If she can do it, what about discussing? It's better you discuss, so whenever she comes across it, she knows what it is, than keeping your shut mouth at its African culture. They are so, no, it's not, there's nothing like that. Let's talk to our girls as soon as possible about sex. So when they get there, nowadays kids grow so fast, with no time, pam, they're big girls. When are you waiting? When she's pregnant? Already? That's when you will talk about it is African culture. What culture? What culture is small with talking? It's better to avoid the problem than to tackle the problem. Because some problems that you don't even know where to start. We have to talk with our girls about life. We have to talk with our girls about intimacy and all that stuff. We have to be close to our girls. Let's be friends with our daughters. Let's be friends with our daughters. Show them that I'm your best friend. I'm your first best friend. In case of anything, you have a shoulder to lean on here. Stop treating your daughters the way you were treated 40 years ago or 30 years ago. The world was not that much. It was not that bad. Nowadays, the world is sick. Stop treating your kids. If you know you can't manage to have kids or whatever, stop it. Please treat your daughters the way. Let's give them a brighter future. Let's give them a brighter future. Let's give them hope. Let's give them a shoulder to cry on. Let us show them that we listen to them. Talk to your daughters about those subjects, so when they come across those things, they know what to do. Stop with the African culture. Oh, to talk with the 12 years old about sex is so, how you start? Wait there how you start until she gets pregnant. That's when you'll know how to start. When she gets pregnant, that's when you'll know how to start. Let's talk to our daughters, guys. So thank you very much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed. If you have anything that you want to say, and please check that lady out, the dating site. She didn't send me, she didn't even know that I watched her video, but I was so shocked. I was so shocked to listen to the video and even to hear live, because people are calling her. I was so shocked. So you can go, please go watch her video. The name of her video was "My Husband Impregnated My First Daughter," and her name is Dating. The name of her channel is Dating Site, and I think she's from Nigeria. So guys, please, thank you very much. So guys, before I forget, I wanted to give a shout out to a beautiful, gorgeous lady called Joice Sando. Joice, since I'm talking about girl child and bettering our girls in Africa, here in Europe, whatever, our young girls' lives, I wanted to give her a shout out. Her name is Joice Sando. I will talk with her. If she say yes, I will insert her Facebook page. She also have a YouTube, but she's not uploading much, but she told me she will be uploading much. So I will leave the link if she say yes, because I'm doing this video, she doesn't even know. So I have to ask her first, because, you know, and she's doing a very good job back home. She lives here in Netherlands, and she's a model here in Netherlands, and she has a foundation, just a foundation of helping young girls, and she's helping, she's more helping with their monthly menstruation, and she's providing and teaching them about menstruation and their monthly menstruation, and that it's not a curse, it's not a bad thing, it's just nature, you know. She does a very, very wonderful job. and she's still a very young lady, and I'm so proud of her. She's a mother too and a wife too, and I just wanted to give her a shout out. You know, she motivates me a lot when I see how much she does. And last year December she went back to Kenya, and she did a very great job. So I would like to give you a shout out as Joice Sando, and also keep it up, and whenever you want any help you can always call me if I have time. Of course, thanks for watching, and I will see you on my next video. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do click the subscribe button, and also the red button somewhere. I'll put it also here, somewhere here or here, and then you can click also the bell, so every time I upload new video you get a notification that I have a new video in here in Under the Busy Beauty. And if you have any subject that you like us to talk about, please don't hesitate to write it down, or your opinion, or yeah, just let me know your feedback. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you on my next video. Mwah! Be blessed. Bye.